This is Michael with Michelangelo's Plumbing. We are currently at 738 Capitan Street, Thousand Oaks, California, performing a video sewer inspection through the mainline cleanout behind the refrigerator in the new addition. And we already ran this line once, trying to figure out what was going on. And we have an issue at the transition going from this addition to the clay line, the existing clay line that tied in the other part of the house. The main part of the house keeps plugging up, and that's our main line cleanout. Our line keeps plugging up in the main house, and from what we can see, there may be an offset in a transition T. There should have been a combi installed, and instead there was a T. So we're going to go ahead and run through here again. All this is ABS plastic. Didn't see any other areas of concern at this point in time. Couple turns. We did mark and locate this area out in front. We're at about approximately 53 feet where we hit a T, and there is buildup in that T. We have debris buildup in that T, and we can't get around the T. Camera will just not make the turn, which it should have a combi sweep in there. Should be a 4-inch combi, combination white. Okay, we're coming up on our fitting now. And coming up right here. Make the turn, and then there's our fitting. As you pull back, you see that there is debris in that line, and we've run a lot of water in this line, and we cannot get that debris to flush out. And we hit this T, we hit straight on. No matter what we do, we cannot get this camera to go around there. It should go to the right. We were running water earlier, and you could see water coming through the bottom of this area. You can see water coming through right there from the main part of the house. And it's building up a lot of debris right in this T and plugging up the main part of the house. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull out of this line now, and we're going to go back to the clean out in the living room area, back behind the 3/4 downstairs bath. We're going to run the camera again. We weren't able to get through this fitting as well from that side, but we're going to try and see if there's any way that we can again. But this area needs to be excavated and changed out, put in the proper fitting. We've already gone through this whole line from the 53 feet going in nice and slow to see if there was anything. There's no other issues. Okay, we had to pause for a moment. And we're still pulling back the camera out of the main line clean out in the new edition. Okay, we're just going to pause for a moment and move our equipment and set up in the living room, and then we'll reconnect. Okay, we're back recording. We are in the living room area of the main part of the house now, and we're going to run through the 4-inch clean out in the wall, and we're going to try and get back out, see if we can get through this fitting. The transition fitting on the other side of the house on the addition was out about 53 feet or 56 feet. This one's somewhere in the same area, might be 63, 64 from this clean out, because it does take a couple more turns. So we're going to run this and see if we can get back to this area. And now that we've run a lot of water, we're going to try and see if we can see anything. This is all ABS plastic, and we've already run this a couple times to try and see what we could find, if anything. And all this plastic line looks good. We don't have an issue until we get outside, and we're in the clay on this side of it. The clay all looks good. All these joints, we'll pull back a little slower. We're going to try and just run out as fast as we can. This is difficult to try and push out, being in a cabinet underneath here. Okay, now we're coming up on the area again, and you'll see that we have a whole lot of debris in this fitting. See the debris?
Yeah.
Yeah, the water's kind of pushed out a little bit, so you can see a little bit clearer now. Oh, looks like it's broken.
Yeah, it looks
Or
like it's
shifted.
on that side.
It's either,
We saw
I think it's broken.
I think we saw it on the other one.
Yeah.
Break that side.
Yeah. I think the bottom of there,
Yeah.
you can see the line. See the line from this left side?
Yeah.
And then right here. So it's seeping through and getting back into the line, but I think a lot of this is going right into the ground right there.
Oh. Yeah.
We're going to try and pop through this, but I don't think we're going to get through it. We're not going to get around that turn. No. That area's got to be dug up and repaired.
Okay.
So that concludes the video sewer inspection. We're going to pull the line out. Probably won't be able to see much because we got a lot of debris on there.
Okay.